Search criteria out of 20. Why would you do it at 20?
Is that right?
No, the
Varsity lad team.
14 out of what? 20?
Maybe we can do it. Yeah, but like they still look at this great.
All right, let's get started. So here's the plan for today. We're going to focus on hard problems. And I believe there are 12 sets for math and 12 sets for reading and writing. I'm going to do one hard problem from each set. So I'm going to do 12 math problems, 12 reading and writing problems. And we'll use Desmos if we need to. I'll show you how to use Desmos, how it makes sense. And after I do that, there'll still be plenty of time. At that point, you guys can do whatever topics you feel like you need to work with, whatever your little heart desires. If you want to do more functions, you want to do more system of equations, you want to do some vocab, you want to do grammar, whatever it is, you guys will do it. And we'll just work. That's what we'll do. But I do need to kind of get you guys thinking about this stuff again, because it's been a while. Actually, I know like Fernando, you did a practice test. Did anyone else have a chance to do a practice test over break? Okay, so I could come take a look at it. If you haven't, that's okay. But I would suggest you try to do one this weekend because you're doing the SAT on March 9th here on campus. And I think what I'll probably wind up doing, I'll probably send you guys maybe an email or an invite sometime next week to kind of just check in, to kind of just, like maybe 10, 15 minutes. I have to think about when to do that. So I'll look at your guys' schedules. Some of you guys may have free periods. Maybe you guys, we could do lunch or office hour. So I'll have to look at my schedule. So that's something let me write that down so I don't forget. Let's see, schedule 101 with this. Yeah, so I'll make sure I'll take care of that. So anyhow, let's move. So this first hard question, if you guys go to page 34.
Wait, what packet is it?
Math. And let's go to page 34. Oh shoot, that's right. That's right. Hold on. That didn't make any sense. I think I should know this. Hold on. Functions, yes. Functions, page 34. Yes, functions. My apologies.
Yeah.
So I may have not forgotten.
When I saw it, I looked on it. What else?
Hold on.
I was scared of you.
You said
Oh man. You're just crapped out. Say co-host. Okay.
No, that's you're not like you acting on it. I haven't either. You see, what grade did you be on homework? Robin, you had a 2? I didn't do it. Oh. Did you get 5? No, we actually graded them actually. Then you get maybe I got your review. You know, you get 3, then I edited it and then well, yeah, I got 5.
You see, she made it right.
No, I should have not even called it. Okay.
So did he yell?
Nobody was like really.
Before? Yeah, that's Johnny Bailey.
Yeah.
Okay.
She made? Yeah, that's all right.
All right, here we go, guys. Sorry about that. So are you guys here on page 34? Okay. So what I would suggest that we do, which we may have done this, I can't remember, But when you have a table and you're asked to find the equation for the table, now I know those in algebra 2 are you guys like using matrices and doing y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, all that fun stuff, right? And then you're plugging in like for x and y and trying to get all these equations in terms of a, b, and c and trying to solve a, b, and c. You can do all that work, but personally, I would actually just go to yeah, I'll go to Desmos. So let's see here. Yeah, so
Do you have an extra packet?
yeah, right here. Yep. Yep. Do you guys have them at home or do you lose them?
Dysfunction. I left my whole time.
Okay, but so you have it. Okay, you have lost them. Got it. Okay, so if I type in table, okay, and if I plug in the points, which I need to go back and forth. So the points are -2,
Oh, I can read them to you if you'd like.
comma 8. Then I have 0, comma 2. Nope.
I swear.
Hold on.
I'll find it eventually.
So 0, comma 2. Page 34. 2, comma negative. Actually, the one was that functions, the one I just gave you? Yeah, good. Right. And then 4, comma -58.
Put -20.
Yeah, is it -20? Is that right? Okay. And if I hit this button and do quadratic regression, I get the equation. And so I go back to the file here, and it's definitely going to be C. So just a reminder, if you have a table of values and you have to write the equation, don't do it by hand, please. Use a table.
Wait, when is even the test? Like the actual SAT?
Yeah.
No, when?
Oh, when? March 9th. March 9th.
What day is that?
Monday. We don't have school that day, but you guys come in and do the test.
So like I would is it? Like I would take it.
Did it email you guys information or you'll get it next week? Yeah. Most likely it's 8 o'clock in the morning. And all likely or 8:30. You can take it again elsewhere another time. Take it multiple times if you want. If you're registered. That's why I want to talk to you guys individually to see what.
She gave me the link. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know.
Don't have it.
All right, let's move on to functions again. Hold on. Oh my goodness, what's going on with my laptop here?
She been deciding. College.
No, because that's why.
Yeah,
I
Gotta reset. Okay, let's move on, guys. I think this one's on page 55. Yeah, this one should be on page 55. Okay, so let's take a look at, say, number 6. Actually, no, we'll do number 5. So page 55, number 5.
I don't think we have 55. Yeah, we have 155.
It might be the different. Then go to the So basically, get all. Do you have all your math packets?
Yeah.
You may have to share it with someone then. Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Is this called algebra?
You know what? Let me. My computer just froze. I'm using my iPad right now because I could try printing it, but it's gonna take a while. So shoot. Does someone else have? Okay, who has their algebra packets? You do. Yeah, you get or just look at the screen. It's fine. Okay, so let's look at number 5. Okay, so you have y equals x squared plus 4x plus 14, and y equals 2k. All right. So I'm going to go back to Desmos again.
I'll just look at your screen. You're recording anyway. It's okay.
I am. Okay. So, and let me close this.
Oh, I found it, yeah.
You found it? Cool. Good. So you guys found page 55? All right. All right. Okay, here we go, guys. So y equals, guys, let me talk, please. Thank you. I'm trying to help you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so y equals, and what was it again? X squared. Okay, x squared plus 4x plus 14. And the other one was y equals 2k, right? Y equals 2k. All right. And I don't know why it's not adding a slider.
Hey.
Let me use a different. Yeah, let me try A maybe. That's bizarre. Hold on.
What? No, I just. You put it. You put it.
Hmm. Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me do a slider.
Just what if you come like my house said it like lower.
Okay.
You're right here.
Like on your face.
I know. Ice.
Two.
Oh, no. I don't even know who they
It was like I know it's embarrassing, but
Okay. I don't know why I can't do a slider. Okay, so, geesh. Okay, I'm gonna have to get my laptop going again. But anyway, let's go on a different problem. But what you want is you want to use a slider and slide K until they touch once. But that's very annoying. I don't know why. Yeah, it should. Yeah, I just don't know why it's not doing that on the iPad. Yeah, that's so bizarre. Okay. All right, let's move on to a different problem. I'll come back to that later. Okay, next up. Let's go to. So if you guys go to page 76, and I think this one's going to be under algebra again. Yeah, algebra again.
also not on this packet.
Well, which one do you, okay, which packet do you have? What does it say up front?
You only have jump. It's called
Hmm.
Oh, you have it? It's called system. Oh, those drills?
Yeah, hold on a sec.
System completion. Oh, yeah, I have it.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, sorry. No, I should know the names of these. That's my fault. All right.
71.
Yeah, let's go to page 76. Let's look at number 5. Okay, so the coordinates of 2 points on a line in the xy plane are given in the table if the x-intercept is a comma p plus 3. So here's the deal. If they call us an x-intercept, what's the y coordinate? 0, right? Yeah. So p plus 3 equals 0. What's p gonna equal? Perfect, good. So p is -3. Then I know to put -3 here, which would be -7. And what do they want? They want the value of a, which is the x-intercept, of course, right? So now I could go back to Desmos. So 3321. You know, it could be. I think it might be a Chrome thing. Hold on. Let's. It might be better in Chrome if I do Desmos there. Okay. So I'll type in table, or I'll add a table. There we go. Okay. So we have 33, and what was again? -3. Okay. and 21 and -7? Cool. All right. So there's my equation. And I want the x-intercept. What's the x-intercept here?
42.
There we go. Done.
So that's it?
That's it. Yeah. All right. So let's keep moving.
Wait, that's gonna.
Yeah. So I go to table. So what you want to do is type in table under Desmos and then put in those coordinates. Oh. So let's back up a little bit. Okay. No, it's okay. It's all good. So they say the x-intercept is that, right?
Yeah.
When you have an x-intercept, what's true about the y-coordinate? So the p plus 3 has to be 0.
Yeah.
When you solve for p, what do you get? And then I plug in -3 into the table for p. Well, that's so when I erase this, it's hold on. Yeah, so you plug in -3, -3 minus 4 is -7. So okay, hold on. I think I could switch that back to my. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to do a little switch here. All right. Now I can actually operate better because my laptop is now cooperating. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right. All right. Okay. Share. Well, thank you. I know. It's my kids. No, we're in Redwood City. They're in that district, so no, they don't go here. The high school probably, but not the lower school. They do financial aid, but it depends on your income. So, because some faculty members are probably married to a partner that makes a lot of money, so we don't. I mean, no, that'd be fair. They shouldn't get if you could afford it, you should pay it, right? But some can't. So, but they don't do an automatic discount now. No, they used to back in the day, 50%. But also our tuition was much lower back then too. It's much higher now. So about 30, about 20 years ago, about 30,000, about 20 years ago. Now it's 60. It's close to 60, yeah. I don't know. What is it? All right. Okay, let's keep moving. I think this is gonna be under functions. So which you guys should have. This should be under functions. So 98. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna print just some of these hard ones for everybody because I think some of you guys are missing packets.
Like I was using my brain now. See the ones.
Yeah, pasó. I can hear. It is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna print some right now because this is gonna be easier. Okay, it's gonna take a few minutes, but we'll keep going. All right, let's go to page 99. So show under functions. Page 99. It should be under functions, I think. All right. Okay. So for those who are in pre-calculus, you guys have seen this already. Equations of conics, when you guys did hyperbolas, ellipses. Okay, but they don't do hyperbolas and ellipses, they do circles. But here's the thing, you don't have to do any of this by hand. So yes, you can say you hate it, fine, but we use Desmos, right? So we use Desmos. They're asking for the radius, right? So you don't have to. You guys remember like completing the square, perhaps for those in pre-calculus? Okay, you don't need to do that. Yeah, yes, it is yay. Here we go.
Isn't it like 9/2 squared or something?
R squared equals 9/2. But let's just say you didn't know, right? Actually, that is a good observation. Right, R squared is 9/2. So the radius would be the square root of that. You could do that. Actually, no, we don't know that because we still have to complete the square. It's not in standard form. So we do have to complete the square. Because no, you don't see parentheses. Remember, it's x minus a squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because just punch it in. X squared plus y squared. And by the way, if you've not learned this, if you're in algebra 2, who cares? Because I know we don't cover this in algebra 2, but you know what? It doesn't matter because the circle's been generated now. But what do they want?
Radius.
So I'm going to try to find a diameter right now. So right now we're going from 1.5 to 4.5. How long is that?
1.5. I mean 5.
No, it's not 5.
6.
6. That's the diameter. What's half 6?
3.
So 3. That's it. Yeah.
I thought these was right.
So yeah, there you go. All right, let's keep moving. All right. So next up, let's go on to, okay, this is going to be the statistics packet, I think. Data and statistical measures. Yeah. And I'm printing some right now. Because I know some of you guys don't have it. Let's go to page. Okay, let's go to page 122 and number 6.
122.
Page 122, number 6. Okay.
No.
So let's work on interpreting this, right? So this is the minimum. This is the maximum. Now the middle we call the median. That means that 50% of the data is less than 43. 50% of data is greater than 43. On the ends of the box, I call it Q1 and Q3. Q1 is the first quartile, meaning 25% of data is to the left of 27. 75% of data is to the right of 27. That's why it's called Q1. It's a 25th percentile, which is low. Q3 is 75th percentile, which is pretty high. That means that 25% of data is to the right of 63. 75% of data is to the left of 63. So that's how you interpret it. I don't know if they're gonna ask that, but what really matters, know the low and high and know the middle. That's really what matters the most. So the median is the middle, right? Mean is we add up all numbers and divide by a number of numbers. Means the average.
Yeah.
But median is the middle number when they're all ranked. So if you have like how many students we have? We have 9 students, right? So if we have 9 students, and say I asked each of you to give me your SAT score, and so you wrote down all the SAT scores, what's the median SAT score? I got to find the 5th student. The 5th highest student would be my median because I have 9 people and 5 would be right in the middle. That's a median. Median is when you rank them and you find the middle number. Mean is you add them all up and divide by a number of numbers, right? So that's mean. So actually, I can't find the mean here. I don't have enough information. So forget about number 1. Like, how am I supposed to even know that? Because I don't have all the data points, right? So it's impossible. But the median is the middle number, and it is 43. So I'm going to agree with that one. And the range is high to low. So max minus min, which is obvious 76 minus 11, which is 65.
Yeah.
So 2 and 3. Yeah, 2 and 3, correct, right. Yep.
Wait, what is range again?
High minus low. Yep, high minus low. So that's terminology that I care about that I want you guys to be comfortable with. So the median is a middle number. The median is a middle number. Yeah, mean is the average. The mode, sometimes it's asked, the mode is the most often. Most often. And then standard deviation, which actually I do want to talk about. Standard deviation. Okay, I'll write down about that. I'll write down for you guys. Actually, I'll here. Sum of values by number of values.
This one. Would you rather? Actually, would you rather?
Okay, standard deviation is a measure of how spread out your data is. And usually they'll ask you to compare two groups. And the group that looks more spread out has a higher standard deviation. The group that's more tight has a lower standard deviation. So
Also, like if there's two 43s, then the mode will be 43.
correct, right.
Yeah.
That's mode.
What?
But standard deviation, which Fernando's asking, is how spread out your data is. So let me show you an example. That'll make more sense. You guys got that? We're good? Okay. All right, let's see when it has standard deviation here. Might be on another set. Let's see here. About to be one here.
So the SAT is gonna be on algebra and geometry.
Yeah, geometry is very little. It's actually mainly algebra and some statistics. 2 hours and 14 minutes. About 3 hours, yeah. Hold on, let me go over here. Let me go back to this file.
Yeah.
Oh, you get double time?
It's really close.
Yeah. So you're there for a while.
Are you getting the? No.
For everything, it's for everything. Like any test you take, they give you.
If you have, if you have a job, it takes the end.
All right, here we go. Okay. Good example of standard deviation. All right. You do not, okay, guys, let me talk. Thank you. You do not have to calculate it because the calculation is very complicated. It's just to measure how spread your data is. So look at data set 1 and data set 2 for number 4. Okay. So data set 1 has a low of 7 and a high of 11, and the numbers are pretty bunched up, right? 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, right? Now look at data set 2. A lower min and a higher max, and no numbers are repeated and spread out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So which one has a lower standard deviation? Which one has a higher standard deviation?
Higher, the first one?
No, remember, it's measure of spread. Which one's more spread out? So that's a higher standard deviation. Because deviate means to go away from. So all numbers are going away from, they're more spread out. Exactly. They do expect you to be able to compare. But we don't cover in any of our classes here. You may cover it elsewhere. We don't cover it here. We don't cover it in I mean, I may have shown it to you in this SAT class, but you don't cover it in your math classes. I know that for sure. What was that?
I do.
That's why you have me. That's why I have me to tell you. So here's the thing: the standard deviations are not the same. Clearly, the more spread, but also the median's middle number. It's pretty clear the middle number is going to be the same for both. Now, when you have an even number of numbers, the median's average of the middle 2. So you have 8 numbers in each set. So you take the average of the middle 2, that's 8.5, that's also 8.5. So the medians are the same, but the standard deviations are different. So I'm going to go B on that one. So that's me B.
So basically, it's kind of like if there was a,
It's B.
if there was 2 data sets and one of them.
Yeah, because standard deviations are different, but the medians are. Oh, sorry, go up now. No, go. I was just answering Valentina's question. Yeah.
And it was one spread out.
That'll be higher standard deviation, right? Let me show you one more that might help you guys. Oh, this is perfect. Perfect example. Okay, number 11. Okay, and that's just kind of hard to read, but just look at the data. So 32 to 80, 8 to 56, the ranges are the same for both. However, see how like a lot of the data's bunched up in the middle here?
Yeah.
See, that's really more spread out over here.
So that's standard deviation.
So this is the spring. This is like blooming plants for flower pine. The spring is more than the fall. So the standard deviation for the spring. Yeah. So it's that. Yep. That. Yep. Yep.
He sent us this PDF too.
It's actually all in Schoology.
Here we
Schoology group. Yeah. But what I'm doing is I'm printing the hard packets because so I'm going to pick it up right now. So let's try this. I'm gonna have you guys try a problem. I'm gonna just project it. Have you guys try it. We'll move on to a different topic. Let's go to guess this one here. All right. So even if you don't have the packet yet, that's okay, because you can go to Desmos and do this. I know you guys have laptops. All right, so look at number 6. Okay, what is the value of 2 over x if this is your equation? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to graph y equals 2 over x plus 1. I'm also going to graph y equals 1 over x minus 2 and find the intersection. Find the intersection. And then do 2 divided by x. Yeah, I'll be back. Let me go pick that part.
So how many get the right of code found out? How many
You want me to add that?
Ready? Yeah.
I'm sure.
Hey, you something about that?
I don't know. It was. I'm sure you get breaks though, right? Like, she was like,
Yeah.
I know, but
Probably
do you get to sleep?
I mean, we don't know. We're not.
Everyone's got packets now. We got.
Thank you.
Try not to lose these, please. Okay, thanks. Okay. It's a lot of paper. And the more I think about it, let's just stick with math today. Next week we do reading writing. Yeah, we'll just stick with math today.
Oh, is this?
Literally next Monday.
Okay, this will be easier. Even if you have your packets, it's gonna be easier to just work out this because these are all the hard problems. These are all the hard problems concentrated in one packet. Okay, so now we're rolling. Anyone solve for x? No problem. It's page 143. 143. No. Yeah. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is 5. However, but the answer is not A. 2 over 5. So the answer is D as in dog. So page 143. Because I know I need to know what X is. Because they're asking for it. I need to know. That's what I'm doing. I mean, you could do it by hand, but I'm just showing you the ways you could avoid doing it by hand. So, all right, let's keep moving. Okay, so now I feel better. Everyone's got packets. You guys can kind of. All right, let's get crazy. We're gonna get really crazy now. Okay, let's go to page. Okay, page 161. Okay, now I feel so much better. Everyone's got packets. Okay. Page 161, number 4. Here's what I want you to do. Y equals 42x squared minus parentheses 42d plus c times x.
2 or 5.
2 or 5. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to rewrite the problem because it's just kind of stupid. Just type in that equation, but replace 0 with y. Replace 0 with y. And add sliders. Add sliders for C and D. And because now my laptop is working, I could do it too. It's page 161, number 4. All right, here we go. I'm sorry, say again? Yes, correct. Y equals 42x squared minus parentheses 42d plus c x plus cd. Okay, cool. Add them all. Okay, now, after you add the sliders, let's just keep them at 1. You can move it around if you want. I don't care. If you want to get crazy, get crazy. But you already know the x-intercepts now. Now, why do I want the x-intercepts? Because they ask for them, right? If you look at the question, what the question is asking, and the question is asking, A, the product of the solutions. The solutions to an equation are your x-intercepts because you're saying the equation equal to 0, right? So of course I want the x-intercepts. So conceptually, we have to make that connection first. Solutions, x-intercepts, but they want the product. So what does that mean? What do I do? What do I do with my x-intercepts? I want the product. No, what does product mean? No, that's sum. Product means what, guys? Multiply. Thank you. You got multiply, right? Product means multiply. So we would need to multiply my x-intercepts. Where are my x-intercepts? They were... Okay, so that's easy. That's just 0.02381, right? So that's 1 times 0.02381. So again, I graphed the equation as it looked, but replace 0 with y. Have my sliders, but you can slide around if you want. Just keep it at 1. Doesn't really matter. We have total freedom with it.
So
And
why did 0?
actually, no, we're gonna place 0 with y. Yeah, so just so I can graph it. Okay, so now let's see which one's going to equal 0.02381. So I go back to the problem again. So they say that the product of the solutions equals KCD. Well, where is C and D to begin with? According to the slider, what were C and D? 1 and 1. So what does K equal? Nope. That crazy decimal, right? No, we chose C and D to be 1 and 1, right? Right. So we chose, but we have to solve for K. So again, just to back up a little bit, we graphed the equation. We found the x-intercepts, which are 2. One is 1, one's kind of crazy decimal. They say the product of the solutions equals KCD. So I set KCD equal to the product. The product is, of course, just 0.02381. And C and D, we chose to be 1 and 1. So what's K equal? 0.02381. Now what you do, which of these 4 choices equals 0.02381? And you can use your calculator to work it out. If you do, I think the answer is A, or it might be B. If I do 1 over 40, it's B. Actually, I think it's B. It's B. Yeah, it's B. So, what we do need to be present to, you gotta know that, I mean, Desmos is not just like, okay, let me just plug in that. Like, you have to think a little bit, right? Like, okay, well, what is it? What do they want? They want x-intercept, right? So we have to make that connection. But then how do you leverage Desmos? Let's replace the 0 with y, graph it, you get a parabola, right? You find the x-intercepts, because the x equals x-intercepts, and we multiply the 2 x-intercepts, we get this wacky number, and set it equal to this expression. But the problem is that there's 3 letters here, but we already know what 2 of those letters are. Because we set it equal. C and D, we let C and D both be 1 in Desmos. So then K equals that number. And then you see which of these 4 equals that number. Of course, it's not D. And if you test out B, you get D. That's how you do it. A little crazy, I know. But we got to do more crazy. So we're going to do more crazy. I want to stick with number 6 actually on this page. Yeah. I'm going to empower you guys to do this. So I'm going to... Here's what we're going to do. So you have 2 expressions. So what we usually do when you see 2 expressions, I will make 2 equations, graph them, and see where they touch. Because you're trying to find a solution, right? Solutions can either be x-intercept if it's one equation, if it's, or if you want to make it one equation, or you could make 2 equations, one on each side, and see where they intersect. It's up to you how you want to do it. Because I didn't have 0, I decided to make 2 separate equations. So what I want you guys to do is punch this into Desmos. And punch that into Desmos. Okay, For your slider, let K be 1. You can do whatever you want for K. I don't care. But let K be 1 and tell me where they touch. What? Give me the X coordinate of where they touch. Do you guys want to pull up Desmos so you can try it? Yeah, let's pull up, yeah. Well, okay, can't see.
That was kind of.
Yeah, once I have them working, I'll come and explain to you guys again. Yeah.
What?
So what do you get? Yeah, what do you get for X coordinate? Negative 17 or? Hold on. Is K 1?
Yeah.
Okay, and what do you get for X coordinate? Oh, you got 17. But not negative, positive. Okay, I thought you said negative. 17 point what? Okay, cool. So now plug a 1 to each choice. Which one's going to get you the answer that Fiona just said? What? You did a y equals. Yeah, right. You got it right. Okay, so you got 17.99. Which of those 4 choices will equal 17.999? I'm hearing D. That'll be negative 17. That'll be a negative number. Yeah, that's 1. That's like 18 point something, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be D. So I graphed each side of the equation.
Yeah.
Found where they intersected. And what do you get? Did you graph each side?
Like that?
Okay, cool. Yeah. So go over here because you want the positive 1. So we want that as our answer, 17.9722. Now go back to the problem and put in 1 each choice and see which one gives you that answer. Trying to match
Oh, okay.
That's not it. That's the same thing we were trying to do for this problem also. We're trying to match it.
Okay.
So that's the strategy reason. We're trying to match. What we're doing is we're getting away from the algebra and we're trying to focus more on Desmos, right? That's what we're trying to do. Okay. I'm gonna have you guys try 3 problems on your own, or 2 problems. We'll just see. We'll find a set here. Okay. So let's go to page 180. This is on this topic here. Interpretation. Ooh, that's good. This is really good, actually. So this is not really so much Desmos, but more how will you interpret this information? Let's go to page 180, and I will walk around to see how you guys are doing. Let's try 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, so let me help you guys out with that problem. Okay. So let's come back to it, the one you just talked about. Okay. So here's the deal. That's really I know it's quadratic because it's x squared.
Yeah.
That must be a problem. But what makes it so complicated is adding all these letters, right? And they want this parabola to equal 0. Well, when you have a parabola, where does it equal 0? On the x-axis,
yeah.
right? So let's graph this equation and see where it crosses the x-axis. For the graph it, we always need to have y equals. Because otherwise Desmos doesn't know what to do. So y equals that chunk. So that's what you're going to punch into Desmos. Once you punch it in, you find the x-intercepts. It was at 1 and like 0.023 over there, right? Okay. So when they say the product of the solution, product means you multiply. So you have to multiply these two together, which is which is
The same thing.
yeah, because times 1, right? And that's going to equal ACD. Now in Desmos, when we use the slider, C and D are both 1.
So,
What's K times 1 times 1?
Okay, what? Okay.
Just K.
yeah.
So K equals this.
Oh.
Now what I do is which of these 4 equals that number? And I can use my calculator or Desmos, and it's going to be that one.
Right.
That's what you do. Yeah. So you just need to see the logic, that's all. All right, so yeah, guys, try 1, 2, 3.
Number one D. Number one is D, right?
D.
Hold on. No, it's D. 180. 180. 180. Yeah. Okay, for number, let me zoom in.
The first one was what?
D is in dog.
Be honest with me.
The best approach, work backwards, right? Plug in 0. See which one's 500, right? It's not, excuse me. It's not gonna be C, right? Because if you think about it, if you plug in 0, that's 3. That's not gonna work, right? But it's definitely gonna be D.
Okay.
So again, just plug in numbers. All right, keep going. Let's go on 2. Take your time. I don't know. I think it's gonna be. It is C. Yeah. Do you guys see why what 2 is C?
Yeah.
Why is 2 C? You start with 30,000 and decreases. Correct, right? So basically, you're not going to be adding 0.15, you're taking away 0.15, right? Correct.
It's a non-spectrum experiential convey, which is crazy because it's first person. Actually, I forget the name for. If I was talking about me.
Okay. Take a look at 3 now, guys. And just really focus. One thing to help you.
No, this is that problem.
Okay. Guys, let's focus. Who cares who's cheating? You guys are here to. That doesn't matter. That's not better than the SAT. But let's focus on this. I mean, the gossip's interesting, but I want to help you. Okay. That's it. So that's a linear function because I don't see any exponents. It's like saying y equals mx plus b. So you want to compare that. So the 4 is like the slope. The 3 is like the y-intercept. Now, in the context of this word problem, what do x and y represent? So t, it looks like is time, right? Minutes. And v is volume. I think, right? Okay. So how do we interpret slope? Well, what does slope mean?
Rise over run.
Good. Or the change in what? Or the change in what?
Change of Y.
Y over the change of x. Good. Excellent. Good. So slope, we know this. Change in y or change in x. Now, this is the big connection here. Y is volume. So the change in volume, time is x, the change in time. Hold on, what's let me read it. So right. So what it means is that for every minute, the volume goes up by 4. So yes, it is V. It is V, yeah. Because for every minute, so it's a ratio. It's not the initial. By the way, if you want A to be the answer, then you want 3. 3 is the initial. When T is 0. So if they said how to interpret 3, then sure, go with A on that one. For B, the number of minutes since the time T equals 0, no. That's up to you, how much time you want to use. The number of liters, that's just Y. Again, that's up to you, depending on what T is. I don't know. So basically what I'm trying to do is try and take the guessing out of this, and you guys are actually using what you guys know. You guys know slope. Just have to make that connection. That's all I'm trying to help you with. Make the connection. And these problems are very common. Go ahead and try. You know what? Next page, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Oh, sorry. You want more questions like that? Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what? I didn't know. I was only giving it on. Wait.
I have that one. I just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah, he's brother?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Dorothy's purchasing the each pick Smith place. Each pick contains.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
That's it, show some numbers.
Isn't it 4/3 of a ball?
I don't know.
You want to make 3 braids, but like, I don't understand how I would represent that to 3.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey.
Oh, what's 4?
No.
What are you guys saying for?
Yeah, see.
C. I agree, C. Okay, so let's be hypothetical, right? Each kit contains enough beads to make 3 bracelets, right? Okay, and then which equation represents total number of kits, K, number of kits? So Georgina will make 4 bracelets, okay? For X of her friends, okay? So let's say
Yeah, how do you know what goes on the top and what goes on the bottom?
for each of her. Okay, let's assume that she has 2 friends, right? She has 2 friends. And she needs to make 4 bracelets for each of her 2 friends. Each. So how many bracelets total is she making? 8. Good.
Wouldn't it be multiplied?
Actually,
Like 4 times.
let's change this to a different number. Let's say she's more popular. She's got 6 friends. Okay, she's got 6 friends. You'll see why, because numbers were working kind of weird. Okay, she's making 4. Okay, these are my 6 friends. I'm making 4 bracelets for each. I'll have my daughter too. So look at making bracelets. That's what I hear. I'll show you. But anyway, so if I 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, how many bracelets is that? 24 bracelets. Good. However, a kit, when you go to like Target or wherever you buy these kits, I buy this for my kids all the time. She needs 8 kits, right? Because every kit you can make 3 bracelets, right? So I gotta make 24 bracelets. I'm going to Target. I'm like, look at the shelf. Like, okay, how many do I need? I need to buy 8 boxes, right? And the 8 kits. Okay, so we're cool with that. I need 8 kits to make the bracelets for all you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, X is 6. If I plug in 6 in each choice, which one's going to equal 8? If I plug in 6 here, 6 here, 6 here, or 6 here, which one's going to equal 8? C, correct.
No, not a number.
Correct. Now I did 2. The problem. At 8 bracelets.
But that doesn't make sense. It's 3. It's not.
The thing is that 8 bracelets not divisible by 3. So it's just a little weird. So it's better to choose a number that was a multiple of 3. So I chose 6. So I just changed it. But what strategy did I use? I used a substitution strategy. I plugged in a number for the letter. How do I know I should do that? It's a real life situation and you see letters in the choices. That's how you know to use that strategy. Substitution. Because you're replacing it, you're substituting a letter. You're substituting a number for a letter. You're being hypothetical. Like I was hypothetical. Like you're my 6 friends. I'm gonna make bracelets for you guys, and I just worked it out.
Wait, what are the 3 methods? Substitution, elimination, and
So the other one's working backwards. That's elimination, like where you kind of look at the choices and you kind of cross things out that don't make sense and that do. And then Desmos. Right.
that's one.
Yeah. Okay. Go and try 5 and 6. I think 5, you guys should know what to do. We talked about this already. 6 is interpretation again. And by the way, 6 is like 4. Plug in a number.
Are you writing notes?
Yeah.
Sorry.
We'll watch these two at a time.
How are you guys doing 5?
Kind of stuck, but.
Well, we
I'll
talk.
figure it out.
Get Desmos out. It's a table. What should we do?
It is.
Plug in table. Right. Do not get into working out. Don't do that. You guys can do better than that. You guys could just plug in a table.
For real?
No, I just checked the answers. I think you don't have that.
Okay, for 6. I'll come to 5 in a moment, but just use Desmos for that one. For 6, let's be hypothetical. So H is greater than or equal to 5. Let's say she babysits for 8 hours. Okay, cool. So she's babysitting for a long time, like from like 4 p.m. to midnight. Okay. So she charges $22 per hour for the first 5 hours, $20 for each extra hour. Okay. So for the first 5 hours, she charges $22. You can use a calculator if you need to. On 10. And then it's 3 more hours she's staying. Like, she's staying. She should be charging more. That's kind of crap. She charged like $40. But anyway, that's $60, right? So how much money does she collect?
170.
Perfect. Now, H was what? 8. Let's plug in 8 to each choice. Which one's going to get me 170 as the answer?
Where?
B.
Choose choices.
It's B.
We want 170.
Wait, give me a minute. 160. Oh yeah, D.
D. Because you get 160 plus 10. Yeah, Steve.
I don't get that.
Okay, so yeah, exactly. It's 170, right? Exactly. That was my total.
Cause that would equal what, like
0.8.
300 or something?
Well, what's 160 plus 110? 8. 20 times 8 is 160, right? 160 plus 110 is 270. Should be $170, not $270. Right?
Where do you get 3 from? Sorry.
Right, let's back up.
That's the extra hours.
Let's back up. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so I made up the number of hours she wants to babysit. Let's say she wants to babysit for 8 hours, right? Because they said H is greater than 5, so I made 8. So the first 5 hours, how much does she charge? So that's 22 times 5. That's 110. Then, but she's not done yet. She still has 3 more hours of babysitting, right? That's where the 3 came from. Because I chose 8. So I think that's a disconnect, and it's my fault going too fast, but no, it's all good. But because of what I chose, everything is in relation to what I chose. If I chose 5, so if I chose 8, we got the first 5 hours we got to take care of, and there's 3 more hours left because I chose 8. So 20 times 3 it's all good. It's all good. It's laying the day. I'm like everyone's laying the week. So it's 170, right?
Yeah.
Now you plug in 8 to each choice because we chose that. Which one's going to be our answer? Which one's going to be 170? And it's totally going to be D because that's 20 times 8 plus 10. And you get 170. Correct. So now you're seeing the strategy in action. If you want to do like 6.7 hours, sorry, that's not, I shouldn't have said that. Or if you want to do like, okay, if you want to do something weird like 11 hours, fine, go. It doesn't matter. But just choose numbers that are easy to work with and just plug it in. Now, the problem that what some students will do is like they'll see, oh, well, there's a 22, so the y-intercept's 110. Like they overthink it. Or maybe they think I got add 20, 22 together, you have 42. I mean, you could try doing that stuff, but then you're guessing, right? Let's use hardcore evidence. I had some evidence. 8. Let's check it out. And when it checks out, I get 170. So okay, part number 5. What do you guys got for 5?
B.
Yeah, because if you plug in the Desmos, it should spit out the answer. Now, C and D are kind of weird, but you could always distribute and combine like terms to get that. But yeah, good. Okay, got about 10 more minutes. What do I want you guys to do? Okay, let's try page 201. Let's look at number 6. Page 201, number 6. Okay. Do you call these equivalent expressions, I think? Is that the name of it? Yeah, equivalent expressions. So okay, number 6. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna y equal this. And then you're gonna y equal each of these 4. You want to pick the one that has the same graph as the original expression. Try it on your own. So let y equal this chunk. So that's gonna be your original equation. It's gonna be some wacky graph, so be it. And then for each of the choices, you're gonna also graph, and you want right, and you want to see where they which one is a match. Well, just do one at a time until you get a match. And you can always just make slight changes. Don't do them all at the same time because if the first one works, it works. It's not necessary. And actually, I gotta take quick attendance here.
You do this one. No, vale, not this one. Over here. It's just this one. Oh, I know what you're doing. See? Did we get it out?
There's a so Alondra's here, Fernanda's here, Luisa's here, Valentina's here, Karen's here, Finaz's here. Jason's not here. Andrea's here. Giselle's here. He's here. All right. All right, guys, here we go. So what do you guys get? D? Good. Good. Awesome. Now, if you want to do it by hand, you could combine the two fractions using the least common denominator. And for those that algebra 2, We talked about this, but why? It's not necessary. Leverage the technology to help you. If you wanted to, you can also plug in a number for X, like 1, or actually you can't plug in 1 because you're dividing by 0. But like maybe another number and get a. Yeah, for X you could if you want. Well, no, because we're trying to what if I did a graph? What if I just want to plug in a number for X and like see what that equals? And then I could just match it with one of the 5 choices. But it's much easier to use Desmos, right? Desmos is much easier. By the way, so to answer your question, Giselle, about this one, which about process of elimination,
Yeah.
we see the word which, like which of the following, which expression,
Mhm.
we're using process of elimination, right?
So which?
Correct. And the thing is, at the same time, we're using Desmos to help us.
If anything, like if I get lost, well, this was fun.
Correct.
Because I was gonna say if I get lost, couldn't I just set them equal to
Yeah.
each other and then solve for like 20 minutes?
You could, but I think just graphing is gonna be easier. Okay, let's keep going, guys. We got a few more minutes. Doing great here. Ooh, okay. Let's go to page. Okay, I like this. 219. Okay. So historical question. All right. So this question is common, and once you get the hang of it, you'll never miss these. But just don't want to overthink it. Keep it simple. So again, what page am I on again?
219.
219. Number 2. Okay, read it through carefully. Take your time. Don't rush it. Tell me what you guys think. Number 2. 2. So quiet.
I'm so confused.
How many people, oh, sorry, what was the population? It was what? So 38%.
31 to 45 is the.
I see.
Now remember,
uh,
this is a study, right? What do you guys think? See, we don't know. So here's the thing. A historical analysis determined that at the beginning of the American Revolution, 30% of the population supported. Okay, this is a survey, right? It's a survey. So we don't know for sure, but we know there's a range. Well, we can't say with certainty it didn't go, maybe it did go below 31%. Maybe the survey was wrong. Or maybe it went, or another good example, president, like, we're going to a midterm election, right? So like, I mean, we're not dealing with president this year, but like, let's say you have presidential election and let's say Trump goes for a 3rd term. That'd be crazy. I know, right? But let's say he has a 52% chance of winning with a plus or minus 5%. So it means you go 5% above 52,
So deep.
or exactly, or 5% below 42. Now, could he get 60%? Sure. Could he get 40%? Sure. But the likelihood, but to say for sure A and B, no, we don't know that. Right? And C is just kind of a crazy choice. But it's gotta be D, because it's a range. Right. Okay. Let's try number 1. One's a kind of crazy one, but let's try number 1 this page. It's a tough one, but I want to show you how it's done. And then we can stop. Actually, no, I take it back. We'll see number 4. Because we got 2 more minutes left and I don't want to hurt you guys' brains too much. So let's go page 220. Okay. The height of a triangle is increased by Z% and its base is decreased by 20%. If the area overall is 8% more, okay, what is the value of Z?
13, 20,
Okay.
35.
So here's what I would do. Okay. Remember I talked about being hypothetical.
Okay.
We have percentages.
If its base is decreased by
So let's say this is the original. We'll do the changes in a moment. let's say this is the original triangle, right? I deliberately made them 10 and 10 because it's easy to calculate. What's the area going to be?
1/2 times.
But it's.
They give it to you. Don't worry about it. 50, good. Okay. Now, the new triangle, I'll do in green. The new triangle, the base is decreased by 20%. So if the base is 10, what will be the new base now?
8.
8, good. Yes, 8, good. I don't know the new height. We'll worry about later. But you said 8. You got it.
Well, what is that?
You'll see in a moment. You'll see in a moment. Okay. Now the area increased by how much? And if my area is 50, so whatever 8% of 50 is, we punch in the calculator.
5. So it's like
Five.
3 or something.
Close. 4.
4.
4. Good. So the new area is 54.
So you add 4 plus 50.
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah, no, of course, right. So 54 equals 1/2. So I'm going to solve for the h value, right?
Oh, so okay, I get it now. Like I don't, but I do.
Divide by 2, like, most of it we divide by.
So h should be 13.5, I think.
So it's 35.
There you go. Got it. Okay, well, back up here. So I hypothetically chose my base height, be 10 10. Just because it's easy to do a percentage of that, right? So do half times base times height, I get 50 in my area, right? Now, we gotta make some changes. The base drops by 20%. That's what a new base is 8. Because 20% of 10 is 2, right? So I take 2 away from 10. I don't know the new height yet, because you call it Z%. I don't know. But I do know the area has to go up by 8%. So if the area is 50 originally, I could use my calculator 0.08 times 50, which is 4. So I have 4 to 50, I get 54. Cool. So now 54 equals 1/2 times base times height. And we solve for the heights. And when I do, I get 13.5, which means it was 10 originally, went up 3.5, so it's down to 35.
Yeah.
Now you can choose any number
Times.
for the base and height, but that would have been more complicated. It's easy to choose number easy to work with. So, okay. So what I suggest you guys do as much as you can of that packet. Do as much as you can. Let's do your best. You have the answers. We'll do reading and writing. Okay. Next week we're meeting twice. I apologize for the confusion. I didn't know my schedule well enough coming back from break. So we're meeting twice. If you can't make Tuesday, it's okay. I understand it's kind of short notice. But I'm meeting during right after X period on Tuesday. And then also we're meeting so we're at 3:15 on Tuesday and at normal time next Thursday. Next Thursday is our last class. And you guys take the ST on March 9th. Well, not ever. I mean, we might do a reboot, but reboot if we need to. But at least this gives you a lot of skills in you. So anyhow, work on this, and I'll see you guys next week. All right? Because we got a few more days left for this test.